Let's switch topics. I want to talk about Olivia Rodrigo. Rodrigo. She's a up and coming musician.
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
What instrument?
She's actually doing like big things, but I wanted to talk
She's 18
about.
year old and she's sort of just made a breakthrough this year. I don't really know her stuff.
We're not the people that it's getting aimed at, but I want to talk about
Really? I'm young. I'm hip.
plagiarism versus inspiration.
Because it looks like she's in big water.
Hot water.
Yeah, so like it seems that all of her tracks have been basically plagiarized or very, very, very inspired by many other artists, and these other artists or their fans or whatever have been picking up on it. And those artists include people like Paramore, which was the group, which was a very big group. Courtney Love heard one of her songs and basically said, wow, okay, that sounds just like our song Live Through This, which was apparently a big grunge classic. I didn't really like Courtney Love stuff, but and then Taylor Swift has writing credits on a couple of her stuff because literally she used the same tracks, but most of the people don't get mentioned or don't get any writing credits or anything like that. And I guess people are picking up on it, so people are just like, wow, does she have any original music? Isn't this just a literal copy pasted from a different iconic artist? And yeah, so she's been making the rounds. Even Elvis Costello's made the list, not Presley. And
I saw
Jack Antoff, whoever that is.
Didn't Adam Levine speak out about this?
Did he? What did he say?
He was talking about the idea of inspiration. He's like, every music artist ever is inspired by other music artists, and your music can reflect that, and it doesn't mean it's intentional. Like because of the influence, like it's just in your head, you don't think about it, and it influences then what you create. And he says for him, he actually takes it as a compliment. Someone basically copies his music because he knows that then he's been the inspiration for them.
But having like a similar vibe and then still in the whole track is a bit different.
I mean, I've not listened to her music, so I've heard about this. I don't know how similar it is or what, but I think it's easily done. But like,
I haven't heard the
innocently.
tracks. I wonder if we can find any.
Can we play
clips or something?
one song? Can Mr. Ernest put it in the thingamajiggy so we can hear it?
Okay, hang on.
Because I need a few more of my brain cells to be killed with this young whippersnapper music.
Because Bruno also said something. He got targeted also. Bruno Mars got targeted for people saying that he was copying cultural appropriation and all this. And then he get his response. I'm trying to find his response, but he's basically saying he never hid from his inspirations. He never once said that these are my thoughts. He said that I grew up in an era of music that inspired me, and that inspired me to create my own music. He goes, I was heavily influenced by certain artists.
Of course you would be, yes.
And he said that...
It sounds like he was influenced by Motown.
You can hear Bruno's influences, but they're not direct copies of other people's songs.
Yeah, but like at what point is inspiration and plagiarism? Like you hear when Bruno sings, you hear Motown, or you hear a certain era.
That's a sound. It's not a specific. Plagiarism has to be the same.
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is
not stealing a song.
But the song that he has, it has to have some sort of copying in it for it to have that sound. It's not like you don't get an original sound within that era.
Well, most sounds aren't original chord progressions and everything like that. They're not. They're all going to be similar.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. So I think it's more so when the melody line itself is the same.
But okay, so to use a different medium to sort of mesh together what you guys are saying, and Dev will know this all too well, videography. The thing is with this girl is she's 18, right? So she's young. No idea how long she's been doing this. But if they're the type of people who inspired her, like when you do videography, there are people, I've forgotten her name, Sarah Douchy or whatever her name is a YouTuber who's a massive YouTube, millions of subscribers. When she started, she's got sort of propelled into sort of the limelight because of Casey Neistat, who was this world famous vlogger, millions of subscribers on YouTube. And she did a like Casey style vlog. This wasn't her style, but she just did that, and that sort of grabbed attention. But it brought to the forefront the idea. There's so many people who, after Casey started making vlogs, wanted to make vlogs, and they originally were very much like his. But that wasn't because they were trying to copy him. It's because they had seen things that skills and different things that they wanted to be able to emulate, but in their own way. But they just hadn't developed what their own way was yet. Yeah. And then over time, they evolve and they develop their own style. So I think with the music, again, I have no idea how long she's been doing this, but any musician, if you take influences, like I bet Bruno Mars's music, before we know who Bruno Mars was, sounded way more like the stuff that he's influenced like. But he's found his own sound within that over time. And this might be the same with this girl. Like, she may be influenced by these musicians and unintentionally creating music that's very similar. But then over time, she might discover what her version of this is.
Her sound is, or her essence, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. All right. So we're going to play Brutal. This is Olivia's song.
I don't know if it's the whole thing or if it's a certain part. I have not listened to it, so we'll see.
I'm getting in my zone. I can only hold my zone for a few minutes, guys.
This isn't it yet. Okay. This is it now.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah.
And I'm so caught up in the news of who likes me and who hates you. And I'm so tired that I might quit my job, start a new life. And they'd all be so disappointed, cause who am I if not exploited? And I'm so sick of 17. Where's my fucking teenage dream? If someone tells me one more time, enjoy your youth, I'm gonna cry. And I don't stick up for myself. I'm anxious and nothing can help.
All right, we'll go to the next one.
Just go to wait for the chorus in case.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And this is the Courtney.
Maybe just do
this one?
Yeah, because the other ones are live versions.
All right. Courtney Barnett. I'm not your bitch.
Some of these young ladies got some problems.
So far, not the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait.
I've heard this before.
Can you hear it?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. She just added in an extra.
Yeah.
No. The beginning, but then it got very different.
Nah, it's the same.
But, okay, to me, you could probably pick out, like, 100 songs that sound like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
to be
that.
Fair. To be fair.
Okay, should we see another one? Okay, so try Good For You.
When did music become so depressing?
Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You.
That girl sounded like she could make someone who's happy quite depressed.
What do you mean? You're an emo.
We're going to put that against Paramore's Misery Business.
You're an emo.
I like love songs.
Misery Business?
I'm not like Neo. I am not sick of love songs.
We'll test another one.
All right, let's see. Let's
I know
see this.
Misery Business quite well, so this will be interesting.
This is you know Misery Business. Okay, this is Olivia Rodrigo. I can't say her name.
You said it.
Rodrigo, good for you.
Sorry, we're just going through the ad.
It's probably more exciting than the song.
It's alright, it's the beginning of the thingy.
Good for you, I guess you moved on really easily. You found a new girl and it only took a couple weeks. Remember when you said that you wanted to give me the world? And good for you, I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess the therapist I found for you, she really helped. Now you can be a better man for your brand new girl. Well, good for you, you look happy and healthy. Not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great out there without me, baby. Gotta wish that I could do that. I've lost my mind, I've spent the night crying on the floor of my bedroom. But you're so unaffected, I really don't.
I will say, I would
Okay.
never, if I heard that, I would never go, oh, that sounds like Misery Business. If someone pointed it out to me, I go, I mean,
Well, let's have a look. Let's listen, because I don't know it.
Yeah.
This one here?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Misery Business.
Here we go.
I have no...
Oh, I have heard this.
This was on the old Guitar Heroes. So.
Let's take it from the top. She's got a body like an hourglass, it's ticking like a clock. It's a matter of time before we all run out. When I thought he was mine, she caught
The cheerleaders.
Yeah, the
She's
cheerleaders are the
referenced
same.
the cheerleaders in the video too.
I mean, we don't have
The
video.
video's
but-
similar. Not fully, but the cheerleaders. Oh, that bit's the same.
Is it same?
It's
Similar?
the chorus.
But wait.
The chorus is is very similar.
Does this sound like every punk, like soft punk?
This is what I'm saying. Like, this isn't any closer to
But
that than
was
it is
the
to
same
other songs.
Melody.
Oh,
It's the same
see,
melody.
I don't know. I don't know what to look at. It sounds like a lot of stuff that happened in the 90s.
This is not like, so I know that melody. Like, I can sing along to that song.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the same melody.
Go back and do the melody of the chorus from Olivia now.
Oh dear, we're breaking it down. It's hard on B-side word today.
Can we play both songs simultaneously?
That's the same. That's the same. That was the same. That was the same.
All right. Let's
Okay,
go back
I
here.
think
wait.
you knew
Let's
in
go
the-
back a bit more.
But I got what I want now. Oh, it's never mind that you burn. That's Paramore. That's not the same.
Was the same.
No, it's not. Again,
I
like
mean,
this to me,
there's a
this
couple
is like
notes that
saying
might be.
this is like saying all pop songs are plagiarism because
Yeah.
they all use the same chords.
It wasn't even that. It was the same. The whole melody was the same.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying into this.
Watch, listen.
I think
prefer
I
Mr.
will
Bruno.
definitely buy that she's inspired by these people, and she's young, so it makes sense. But I'm not
Yeah.
buying that she's plagiarizing them.
But she's inspired though, right?
Yeah, I'll give that. But I think that's the
That's the
same.
same. I'm sorry.
I think that's the same with any, like, how do you start to create music without being inspired by someone? You just randomly
get
pick
what
up
you're
like a
saying.
keyboard and go,
Listen.
oh, that's a note.
I get what you're
Oh, that's a
saying.
note.
But if I was the original artist and they had put
So you're saying
That's
you
how
can't play the
Beethoven
piano
did it,
anymore.
buddy. That's how
if I was the
Beethoven did it.
original artist
All right?
and I heard someone put out the exact same melody as me and they had not credited it at all.
But she did. She did credit him.
Probably after the
Yeah,
fact.
after the fact.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But like she's not hiding. Like I mean, look at her video. It's like an ode
An
to
ode,
Paramore.
yeah.
It's not
Homage?
a homage.
true. What I'm saying is, I cannot say that those artists should be mad.
Teenage
at the
dirtbag
fact that-
baby. Do you remember that? It was like
But you can't say that the original artist should not be mad. Like, if you don't want to be mad, fine. But if you're going to be mad, you're mad, and I can understand why. Because
nothing like mammals.
I think it's more so in terms of the ones that aren't relevant anymore.
What was the
because
mammals
they
one?
probably wish they were.
What was the mammals one?
The Discovery Channel.
Yeah.
The Discovery Channel. I used to love that.
I used to hate that.
Can
type of
I used to
music.
love that punk voice.
Can I turn this in a slight different direction? But it's still among the realm of music and inspiration. So we've started going to the gym recently, myself and Julie, and we start off every session with a walk on the treadmill. Get the heartbeat going, you know? Get feeling a little bit warm. And right in front of the treadmills are these TVs. And on these TVs, they play music videos along with the music that's playing into the gym, which we don't hear because we have our headphones in. And we've noticed there's a very strong theme with all of the music videos. And that is, if they're women, because apparently guys don't do this, if they're women, there's this overt, and by the way, this isn't groundbreaking, you all know this, but it was just sort of like, whoa, this overt, I'm sexy, realize that I'm sexy, I'm super sexy, you're not paying attention to the fact that I'm sexy, like, it's crazy. Like, we're watching Ariana Grande, we're like, you could not try any harder to convince me that you're sexy. Like, it's impossible for a person to try harder. Why? Like, what? Who is this for? No one watches music videos these days anyway, so who cares?
Oh, I think they do. They watch them. But no, you're 100% right.
When was the last time you watched a music video?
On
It's
YouTube.
not us, is it?
YouTube. No, I watch it all the time.
I actually watch them.
Silk Sonic is like I
watch them.
specifically watched the video clip for Silk Sonic.
The roller one.
No, yeah, the roller one when they're in the middle
That was cool.
and then he's moving his shoulders, Alexander.
Oh, yeah.
And you're just like, all right, you're doing this. All right, we're doing it together. We're doing it together, Bruno. Let's do it together. I wanted to get roller skates. I was just like, let's go.
Roller skating's coming back in.
I know.
Bruno's bringing it back.
Oh man,
With short
I want to
shorts.
get hair.
I want to get
I
me some
agree
short
with you,
shorts.
though.
I want to get my hair back so I
I
can
want
get the
some heads.
curls. I'm gonna get curls.
This,
I want some hair too.
I'll chop some of
music
mine off
videos.
and put it on yours.
Music videos, to me, they had an era where they were really important and influential.
Yeah.
MTV, VH1, all of that.
Rage. Yeah.
And then now, apparently, some people will watch them. I've seen the Bruno Mars one, not because I sought it out.
Yeah.
I've just happened to have seen it. But
Yeah.
99% of music that I discover is through Spotify.
Yeah.
Or for other people, whatever streaming platform you use.
Final thoughts on Olivia Rodrigo. Is she inspiration or is it plagiarism?
It's probably inspiration, I agree, and probably a bit of plagiarism, but not maliciously done. I think it's just she liked that. She wants to do it because it was popular, and clearly she's still talented and she's got a massive following.
I mean, that sounds
so.
not popular now. So it's not. She's not trending.
No, I'm saying it was popular. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but it was. So it's not a thing that she's like, oh, I want to get attention to be at the top of the chart. She's like, this is the sound I like. You know what I mean? Like how long ago is Paramore?
Like this stuff
See,
was popular
her
when
parents
I
probably
had
liked
hair.
listening to this stuff.
Yeah.
So, but like she's only 18.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
But I do understand why people would be annoyed by this, especially when they're not given any credits and the melody is exact same. But I get it.
I think people are too easily annoyed.
Yeah, but CJ, is it plagiarism or inspiration?
I think the young lady needs to see a psychiatrist because some of the songs she was singing were quite depressing.
So is it plagiarism or inspiration?
Oh, definitely plagiarism. She's
okay.
definitely stealing everything. But, but who isn't stealing everything in music?
That's
Is there a beat these days which is not ripped off something else?
I mean, that's what samples are from, right?
Yeah.
Alexander?
Inspiration.
I reckon, I'm verging on inspiration. I think she's just, like Alexander said, I think she's finding her feet and she's just showing where she's come from. Like, these are all the sounds that have inspired her to get into the industry. These are all things that she's just showing who she is. And then hopefully in her next album, if she doesn't get cancelled, that she shows who she is. But yeah.
Well, she's got a lot of listeners. That one's got 243 million views. So.
Yeah.
And plus, these people who are upset about her stealing their beats and stuff. Wouldn't that like make people look at their stuff more?
No, because she hasn't credited them, so they wouldn't know it's been plagiarized.
But yeah, she's starting to credit them now.
Yeah, so wouldn't people be looking back at it going, "Oh, that was a cool song back in the 90s"?
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel.
I don't think that they would mind if I think a lot of artists wouldn't mind if they're approached and said, "Hey, can we use your track? Obviously, we'll give you credits and whatever." They'd be like, "Wow, awesome, sweet, yes, stoked."
But is an 18-year-old supposed to know that?
No, not really.
Well, someone's making her music. Like someone's putting it together.
The B-side word.
But anyway.
The dad.